Hello, everyone! In the relentless pursuit of beauty, many celebrities have overindulged in plastic surgery, transforming their once iconic features into something nearly unrecognizable. From minor tweaks gone wrong to complete facial overhauls, these stories will make you question the cost of chasing perfection. Leave a comment with the number 1 and join us as we explore 20 celebrities who ruined their faces through cosmetic surgery. First up is the legendary Donatella Versace. It's often said that beauty is power, but for this fashion icon, the pursuit of it came at an unexpected cost. When Donatella first appeared in the public eye in the late 1990s, following the tragic death of her brother Gianni Versace, she embodied the classic beauty of Italy. However, by the early 2000s, her appearance began to change dramatically, and the fashion world couldn't help but take notice. One of the first noticeable changes was her nose. Once naturally wide, Donatella's nose became significantly slimmer and more refined, sparking speculation that she had undergone rhinoplasty. Her once naturally radiant face also began showing signs of extensive cosmetic intervention. Many experts believe she underwent multiple facelifts to combat the natural aging process, but the results left her skin so tight and smooth that it appeared wax-like. Donatella's lips also became a focal point of attention, appearing unusually full, a change widely attributed to lip augmentation. Furthermore, the contours of her cheekbones suggest that she may have used fillers or even undergone cheek implants, creating a sharper, more defined look that significantly differed from her original appearance. Her once expressive eyes also transformed, likely due to blepharoplasty, eyelid surgery, aimed at reducing drooping eyelids and under-eye bags. All these changes have made Donatella's face one of the most discussed topics in Hollywood. When cosmetic procedures go wrong, the consequences extend far beyond the skin. They can have life-altering impacts. In this shocking case, the effects changed Carol Bryan's life forever. Carol Bryan, a woman from Florida, faced a major ordeal after a botched cosmetic procedure in 2009 at the age of 47. Carol decided to use fillers to restore the fullness in her face. However, a catastrophic mistake occurred when 2 types of fillers, including silicone, were improperly injected into her forehead and cheeks. Within months, Carol's face began to swell uncontrollably, leading to severe disfigurement. Her forehead became so swollen that it drooped over her eyes, severely impairing her vision. The fillers caused uneven swelling and contraction of her facial skin, leaving her face almost unrecognizable. The physical changes were so extreme that Carol resorted to using tape to pull up her forehead just to see properly. In desperation, she underwent several corrective surgeries, but her condition only worsened over time. After years of isolation, Carol finally sought help from Dr. Reza Jarrahi and Dr. Bryan Boyd, who performed a 17-hour surgery to remove and replace the damaged tissues on her forehead. While the surgery saved her life, Carol lost complete vision in one eye and faced years of physical and emotional recovery. Today, Carol is an advocate for safe cosmetic procedures, using her story to raise awareness about the potential dangers of unregulated treatments. Jocelyn Wildenstein, often referred to as Catwoman by the media, is one of the most striking examples of facial transformation in history. Her cosmetic journey began in the 1990s during her marriage to billionaire Alec Wildenstein. It is said that her husband's love for wildcats influenced Jocelyn's decision to undergo a series of surgeries to achieve a feline-like appearance. Over the years, Jocelyn reportedly spent millions of dollars on procedures aimed at creating her cat-like features. The most notable aspect of her transformation is her eyes. Repeated surgeries, including blepharoplasty, eyelid surgery, resulted in upward slanting eyes, contributing to the feline appearance that has captivated public attention for decades. Additionally, Jocelyn's cheekbones were significantly altered through implants and fillers, giving her a sharp, sculpted look that deviated greatly from her natural features. Despite the shocking transformation, Jocelyn has consistently denied undergoing excessive surgeries, even attributing her feline-like features to her Swiss heritage. Today, at 84 years old, she remains a prominent socialite, known as much for her surgeries as for her once glamorous lifestyle. Jocelyn's pursuit of feline beauty was extreme, but the next shocking disfigurement stemmed from a truly disastrous cause. Rajee Narinesingh's story is one of the most terrifying examples of the consequences of botched cosmetic procedures. In 2005, Rajee sought cheap filler injections to enhance her facial features. However, what she received was a toxic mixture of cement, tire sealant, and mineral oil from a fake doctor. This harmful substance hardened under her skin, causing lumps and severe disfigurement across her face. Her cheeks, which were meant to appear fuller and more balanced, instead became misshapen and bumpy, leading to devastating results. Rajee avoided public appearances for years, feeling ashamed of her altered appearance. It wasn't until she appeared on the show Botched that doctors performed corrective surgeries for her. Despite undergoing multiple procedures, the doctors deemed it too risky to completely remove the harmful substances, leaving some visible nodules. Nevertheless, Rajee's face regained some of its natural contours, particularly around her cheeks and jawline. Today, she embraces her unique journey and shares her story to raise awareness about the dangers of black market cosmetic procedures. Rajee's story is one of recovery and resilience, but the next celebrities pursued cosmetic surgery in ways that defied all expectations. The faces of the next famous twins on this list became as well known as their television careers, but not for the reasons they might have hoped. Igor and Grichka Bogdanoff, French twin brothers who rose to fame in the 1970s for their science fiction television shows, left the world bewildered by their extreme facial transformations. Initially known for their chiseled jaws, high cheekbones, and striking features, their appearances changed significantly, starting in the late 1990s when they began their journey with cosmetic procedures. However, they consistently denied any surgical interventions, instead claiming that their transformation was the result of technological experiments. One of the most notable aspects of their transformation was their extremely elevated cheekbones, which appeared unnaturally plump and pronounced. By the 2000s, this exaggerated feature, combined with elongated chins and fuller lips, gave their faces a stretched appearance that many described as almost alien-like. By 2009, the facial features of the brothers had become so pronounced that their appearances at public events, such as the Cannes Film Festival, sparked global discussions about the extent of their transformations. Their once symmetrical and sharp features had morphed into something almost surreal. Fans and critics alike referred to their look as alien-like, a label the brothers embraced with humor. While their transformation left many stunned, the next celebrity on our list took facial enhancements to an entirely new level. How far can one go to redefine beauty through cosmetic enhancements? Anastasia Pokreshchuk, a Ukrainian model and influencer, is known as the woman with the world's largest cheeks. Beginning her cosmetic journey in her 20s, she gradually transitioned from subtle changes to a strikingly bold appearance. Anastasia's cheeks, her most defining feature, have been filled to such an extreme that they stand out prominently, creating sharp, almost angular contours that starkly contrast with her youthful pre-surgery look. The exaggerated size of her cheeks gives her facial structure a sculpted, unconventional, and daring aesthetic. Beyond her cheeks, Anastasia's lips have also become significantly fuller, contributing to her overall striking transformation. She has additionally used fillers on her chin and jawline to balance her dramatically enhanced cheeks. While some critics have argued that her appearance looks unnatural, Anastasia has expressed satisfaction with her look, stating that these procedures have greatly boosted her confidence. She even shared that before the surgeries, she felt like a gray mouse, but now she feels unique and more glamorous. The next celebrity demonstrates that even when surgery is necessary, the results can be surprising and life-changing. Rourke, famous for his rugged and charismatic looks in the 1980s through roles in 9.5 Weeks and Angel Heart, was once known for his sharp cheekbones and well-defined jawline. However, after sustaining multiple severe facial injuries during his boxing career, Rourke underwent a series of surgeries to repair the damage, including 5 nose surgeries and reconstructive work on his shattered cheekbones. Unfortunately, these procedures significantly altered the structure of his face. His once angular features became rounder and more swollen, with noticeable changes to his cheekbones, which appeared fuller but unnaturally shaped. Rourke's use of Botox and fillers also contributed to a stiff appearance, making his face look overly smooth and tight, particularly around the forehead and lips. Public reactions to his transformation were mixed. Some expressed sympathy due to the medical necessity of his surgeries, while others criticized him for going too far with cosmetic procedures. In recent years, Rourke has openly shared his regrets, admitting that he chose the wrong doctor to repair his face. Despite these setbacks, Rourke has continued his acting career, most notably in his acclaimed performance in The Wrestler, proving that his talent endures despite the dramatic changes to his appearance. Is it possible to turn back time without losing your true self? Courteney Cox's story of regret over cosmetic enhancements highlights the consequences of going too far. Once celebrated for her fresh, natural beauty as Monica Geller on Friends, Courteney began turning to cosmetic procedures to maintain a youthful appearance. What started with subtle Botox treatments and fillers gradually increased over time as she sought to combat the natural aging process. However, as these treatments became more frequent, the features of her face began to change, particularly around her cheeks and forehead. The result was a stiffer face, with many fans commenting that her appearance seemed frozen. Cox has openly shared her regrets about the extent of her cosmetic interventions. She admitted that the fillers made her face look so unnatural that she no longer recognized herself. Her features, once admired for their natural expressiveness, became rigid, with overly enhanced cheeks and taut skin, giving her an almost doll-like appearance. As she continued undergoing more treatments, the effects became even more noticeable and pronounced. This led to what she described as a domino effect, where each procedure seemed to necessitate another to maintain balance. Realizing the damage it had done to her appearance, Courteney ultimately decided to have her fillers dissolved in 2017, returning to a more natural look. Since then, she has embraced the aging process, reflecting on how the pursuit of youthfulness can sometimes backfire. while Courteney eventually embraced a more natural appearance. The next celebrity on our list underwent changes so drastic that their face became nearly unrecognizable. The next case proves that a single cosmetic mistake can lead to a lifetime of regret. Priscilla Presley, once admired for her classic beauty, experienced a horrifying transformation that began with a tragic misstep in 2003. At the time, she trusted an unlicensed doctor, Daniel Sano, who injected industrial-grade silicone into her face. The result was devastating. She developed lumps, muscle paralysis, and scarring, leaving her face with a stiff, mask-like appearance and uneven texture, particularly around her lips and cheeks. Despite undergoing corrective surgery in 2008 to address the damage caused by Sano, the effects of the botched procedure were difficult to reverse. Her naturally high and defined cheekbones became overly filled and swollen, while her lips appeared unnaturally plump. Facial expressions also became limited, with her eyes and forehead taking on a frozen look due to additional facelifts and Botox injections. The skin on her face appeared overly stretched, resulting in a shiny and rigid appearance that erased the softness and natural expressiveness she once had. Adding to her transformation, Priscilla underwent surgery in 2019 to remove cancerous tissue from her nose. This reportedly deepened her preoccupation with cosmetic procedures, as she became increasingly anxious about facial scars, leading her to seek additional treatments to mask the effects of the cancer surgery. Her relentless pursuit of maintaining a youthful appearance ultimately left her face so altered that many fans could hardly recognize her compared to her early days as a Hollywood icon. Priscilla's botched procedure serves as a cautionary tale, but the next celebrity surgery left even her own family stunned. You know something is off with a routine surgery when even your partner doesn't recognize you. Sharon Osbourne, known for her candid personality, has long been open about her experiences with cosmetic procedures. I've had my boobs done twice, a facelift, and a neck lift, but I've never touched my eyes or lips. I don't like those plump lips, she once remarked. However, it was her 2021 facelift that left a lasting impression, albeit for all the wrong reasons. Sharon revealed that the results of this surgery were far from what she had hoped for. The procedure left one of her eyes noticeably lower than the other. I looked like Quasimodo, one eye here, one eye there, and my face all distorted like this, Sharon compared. The 5.5-hour surgery not only disrupted the symmetry of her face, but also caused significant pain during recovery. This wasn't Sharon's first experience with disappointing surgeries. She had previously undergone facelifts in 1987 and 2002. However, this latest procedure left her deeply regretful, with her husband, Ozzy Osbourne, also reacting negatively to the outcome. Sharon even admitted that she had to undergo another corrective procedure to fix the misalignment, further complicating her cosmetic surgery journey. Despite years of undergoing various cosmetic treatments, from Botox and fillers to breast augmentation, Sharon has now declared that she is done with altering her appearance, stating, "I'm finished with changing how I look." Sharon may have faced challenges with her surgery, but the next celebrity shows just how far one can go in the pursuit of perfection. When you alter your face too many times, at what point do you stop recognizing yourself? Katie Price's journey might hold the answer to that question. Katie Price, once known for her natural beauty during her early modeling career, has undergone numerous cosmetic procedures over the years, transforming her face completely compared to her early days in the spotlight. Her most recent surgeries include her 6th facelift, which left her face with an almost unnatural tightness. The excessive brow lift gave her a permanent expression reminiscent of Spock, which she admitted she plans to correct in future surgeries. Her cheeks have also become significantly more prominent, likely the result of fillers, giving her a fuller and more artificial look compared to her earlier, softer features. In addition to her facelifts, Katie Price has undergone lip injections, leaving her lips noticeably plump to the point of looking overly filled. Her nose has also been reshaped through multiple rhinoplasty procedures, becoming more refined and sharper with each surgery. Despite mixed public reactions, Katie remains unapologetic, often likening her body maintenance to fixing a car and expressing a desire to continue undergoing surgeries until she achieves her idea of a perfect appearance. While Katie's transformations are well documented, the next celebrity remains a mystery when it comes to the changes in his appearance. You wouldn't believe how much a comedian's face has changed. Scott Thompson, better known by his stage name Carrot Top, has been the subject of plastic surgery rumors for more than a decade. The comedian, known for his fiery red hair and eccentric style, has repeatedly denied having had any cosmetic procedures. However, the change in his facial structure has sparked speculation. Fans and experts have pointed to a number of possible changes. Carrot Top's eyebrows are now more arched and defined than they were in the early years of his career, leading to rumors of a brow lift. His once angular face now appears fuller, which some have speculated could be the result of cheek implants or facial fillers. Additionally, his skin has gone from uneven to noticeably smooth, which many believe is the result of Botox or chemical peels. Despite all the speculation, Carrot Top maintains that his dramatic transformation is due solely to his rigorous workout regimen and healthy lifestyle. He even jokingly said that if he had plastic surgery, he would look even better. The debate over his appearance continues, but one thing is clear: Carrot Top's transformation remains a hot topic in Hollywood. Carrot Top's transformation certainly raised many questions, but the next celebrity took the obsession with plastic surgery to an incredible extreme. When plastic surgery becomes an obsession, the results can be both dramatic and irreversible. Just ask Pete Burns. Pete Burns, the charismatic lead singer of Dead or Alive, is as famous for his music as he is for his ever-changing face. He initially embarked on a surgical journey with a nose job to repair a broken nose, but then had a series of procedures that dramatically altered his appearance over the decades. The most noticeable change was to his nose. After 4 nose jobs, Pete's nose became smaller, sharper, and narrower, barely resembling its original shape. This paved the way for other changes, including cheekbone implants, which gave his face a sharp, angular look, accentuating his already sharp features. His cheeks became so prominent that they overshadowed the rest of his facial structure. Pete's lips were also a major focus of his transformation. He underwent 2 lip injections, resulting in overly plump lips that developed complications over time. The swelling from the fillers left Pete in so much pain that he could not open his mouth, eventually requiring emergency surgery to prevent further damage. By the time of his last surgery, Pete had undergone over 300 surgeries, leaving his face severely altered. Pete's ever-changing appearance is unforgettable, but the next celebrity went even further to preserve his youth. From supermodel to surgery addict, Janice Dickinson's pursuit of eternal youth has changed her face and her life in ways she could not have foreseen. Janice Dickinson, once hailed as the world's first supermodel, has dramatically altered her appearance over the years with a series of cosmetic surgeries. Starting in her early 30s, she began with breast augmentation, then continued with a series of facial surgeries. By the time she reached the peak of her career as a reality TV judge, Janice had undergone multiple facelifts, liposuction, and Botox treatments, all of which altered her facial structure. Her facelifts tightened her skin, making it appear smooth, but at the cost of her natural contours. The effects of these procedures left her facial features looking overly lifted, and somewhat unnatural dot cheek implants gave her a sharp and prominent appearance. But when combined with Botox and fillers, her facial expressions became increasingly rigid. Her lips, enhanced with fillers, also contributed to her exaggerated look, with an overly plump appearance that often drew significant public attention. Despite her dramatic changes, Janice was unapologetic about her choices, even appearing on the show Botched to address a botched breast surgery from 30 years earlier. While her surgeries kept her in the public eye, they also led to severe financial strain, ultimately contributing to her declaring bankruptcy in 2013 due to unpaid cosmetic surgery bills. Janice embraced her surgical journey. But the next celebrity's transformation was so drastic that even their own family couldn't recognize them. When even your own son comments on your new look, you know something has gone wrong. Simon Cowell, the music mogul and renowned TV personality, has been as candid about his cosmetic surgery journey as he has been on talent shows. Starting with Botox injections to fight signs of aging, Simon eventually ventured into more invasive cosmetic procedures. The most significant changes came from a series of facelifts, each aimed at turning back the clock, but instead left his skin overly tightened. This overcorrection caused his facial features to appear stretched, particularly around the mid-face, where his cheeks seemed lifted too high, giving him a perpetually surprised look. Simon's once sharp and defined jawline became softer and less distinct, blurring the masculine contours that had previously shaped his face. His eyes also bore the effects of rejuvenation surgeries. Eyelid procedures aimed at removing sagging skin left his lids looking overly tight, giving him a perpetually wide-eyed appearance. Simon admitted that he felt like a character out of a horror movie, a sentiment even his young son, Eric, echoed with concern about his new look. Recognizing the impact of these changes, Simon has expressed regret in interviews, acknowledging that he may have gone too far. Imagine undergoing so many surgeries that even your own reflection feels unfamiliar. Joan Rivers, the legendary comedian and television host, was famous not only for her sharp wit, but also for her passion for plastic surgery. Throughout her life, Joan underwent a staggering number of cosmetic procedures, something she openly admitted with both pride and humor. Her first surgery, an eyelid lift at the age of 32, marked the beginning of a long journey of physical transformations, including multiple facelifts, Botox injections, nose jobs, and liposuction. Joan's face, once youthful and naturally expressive, gradually became stiffer and more polished. Her rounded features grew tighter and more angular, particularly after multiple facelifts and brow lifts, which left her forehead smooth but almost immobile. Frequent use of Botox and fillers further contributed to this stiffness, erasing all signs of aging but also limiting facial expressions. Her nose also became smaller and more symmetrical after several rhinoplasty procedures, altering the overall balance of her face. The combination of these procedures resulted in an appearance some described as doll-like, while others felt it had been excessively altered. Despite public commentary, Joan openly embraced her surgeries, famously joking that she was the poster girl for plastic surgery. A single surgery can change your appearance, but what if you underwent a staggering number of procedures in a very short period of time? Heidi Montag, the reality TV star best known for her role on The Hills, made headlines in 2010 when she underwent an astonishing 10 cosmetic surgeries in a single day. This dramatic transformation completely altered her appearance, sparking both fascination and controversy among the public. Initially recognized for her youthful and natural beauty, Heidi's face became entirely different after the surgeries. Among the most notable changes were cheek implants, which gave her a fuller and sharper look, significantly altering the natural softness of her original features. In addition, a chin reduction procedure aimed at balancing her facial structure resulted in a more angular jawline. Her second rhinoplasty refined the bridge and tip of her nose, making it appear slimmer and more pronounced than before. A brow lift tightened and raised her forehead, giving her a permanently wide-eyed appearance. Lip injections further altered her look, creating fuller lips that many considered overly exaggerated. These consecutive surgeries completely transformed Heidi's face, leading to mixed reactions from the public. Some praised her for her confidence and bold choices, while others criticized the extreme measures she took in her pursuit of perfection. Heidi's one-day transformation was undeniably shocking, but the next celebrity altered their body in ways that defied conventional beauty standards. Can you imagine changing yourself to the point where you're unrecognizable? Amanda Lepore has undergone numerous plastic surgeries over the years, becoming a prominent figure in the New York fashion and nightlife scene. Her beauty journey began in her teenage years, with her first nose job at age 15 and gender reassignment surgery at 17. Over the years, Amanda has had numerous procedures, including lip fillers, multiple nose jobs, cheek implants, and a brow lift. Amanda's appearance is inspired by classic pin-up icons, with defining features such as full lips and heart-shaped cheekbones. To achieve her tiny waist, she even had her lower ribs removed, a controversial and painful procedure. Her eyelid surgery further enhances her signature wide-eyed look, along with the use of Botox and fillers to maintain smooth, youthful skin. Despite facing criticism for her appearance, which is considered exaggerated, Amanda is proud of her transformation, famously stating that she has the most expensive body in the world and is completely satisfied with the results. While Amanda has embraced her transformation, the next celebrity to remain silent about what they have undergone. The relentless pursuit of youthfulness took a Hollywood star down an unexpected path, resulting in changes that are impossible to ignore. Lara Flynn Boyle, once celebrated for her roles in Twin Peaks and The Practice, is now just as well known for her changing appearance as she is for her acting talent. Her transformation began in her 30s, as the pressures of aging in Hollywood led her to turn to cosmetic procedures. Over the years, she underwent numerous treatments, including rhinoplasty, lip injections, Botox, and possibly brow lifts and facelifts. Her naturally sharp features gradually transformed and became swollen. The most noticeable changes occurred around her lips and eyes. Once natural, her lips now appear overly plumped and taut, giving them a swollen appearance. Botox and fillers contributed to overly tight and smooth skin, particularly on her forehead and cheeks, making her face appear stiff and lacking in expression. Her cheeks became increasingly plump over time, possibly due to excessive use of fillers, causing a noticeable change in the symmetry of her face. Despite these obvious physical changes, Lara has remained mostly silent about her cosmetic procedures, leaving the public and experts to speculate on the extent of her interventions. She continues to be a figure of intrigue and recently returned to the screen in films like Death in Texas. Lara's transformation has left fans questioning what happened, but the next celebrity's surgery journey was driven by deeply personal reasons. Lil Kim's transformation has had more twists than anyone could have anticipated. Her journey with plastic surgery reportedly began as a result of domestic abuse, which left her with a broken nose requiring multiple reconstructive surgeries. Unfortunately, this was only the beginning of her changing appearance. After the initial rhinoplasty, her nose became progressively smaller, with a slim and refined shape that was almost unrecognizable compared to her early years. Her cheeks also saw significant changes through the use of fillers, giving her a fuller and sharper look that contrasted starkly with her once natural features. Excessive use of Botox gave her skin a smooth and taut appearance, erasing most signs of aging, but also limiting her facial expressions. Another major point of controversy was Lil Kim's skin tone. Over the years, her complexion became noticeably lighter, leading many to believe she underwent skin bleaching treatments, though Lil Kim has denied these claims. Her lips also became fuller, likely due to lip augmentation procedures, giving her an exaggerated look. All these changes have made Lil Kim almost unrecognizable compared to her early days in the music industry. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.